Hello, my name is David Wilson, Managing Principal of FundUuP, and welcome to this segment of Ask the Funder. So, Ask the Funder is where I answer questions that come in from business owners about the funding industry, secondary market, the alternative funding industry, about our company FundUuP, and how their business can get funded. Those questions come in via our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and our website at funduup.com. So during this segment, we're gonna answer the question about payment frequency. So how many payments will I have before I can repay my loan? So ultimately, what that comes down to is how often do I have to make payments? So remember, everything that we do is based on risk. Okay, so how risky? What risk are we taking when it comes to lending? And a lot of people are taken aback by the sometimes the frequency of of payments that their potential loan has, and they're just like, well, wait a second, I can't do that. But let me go into that. Let me explain it. So at FundUuP, we make two types of loans, and that's secured and unsecured. Um, Anytime a loan is secured by something, usually it's real estate. Sometimes it can be a like a 401k or another bank account. Sometimes we can do that. More often, though, we're talking about collateral of real estate. That is the most secure and the least risky of the types of deals we do. Typically, those loans have a payment frequency of once a month. So, and terms that vary anywhere from 1 year to 10 years, depending on each deal, depending on how it's set up. Okay, so that's where you're going to typically see the monthly that monthly payment. When we get into unsecured lending, and that's usually based on revenue, based on business revenue. Now we start getting into some of the more frequent payments, and those will on the good on the less risky end. We're looking at a weekly payment. So you'll be making a payment to pay back the loan once a week. Then on the more risky side, it's going to be a daily payment, and these payments will be drafted directly from your business bank account, your operating bank account. You and it's not something you're able to mail in. It's not something you're able to direct on your own. It's something that is drafted automatically. So why does that happen? It happens because of risk. In these particular deals, there's a tremendous amount of risk. So we're basing the funding decision on a snapshot of what your business looks like today, and then the projection of what cash flow will be in the future. And, as well as taking a look at past 3 months, past 6 months, past 12 months of your business to see how cash flow has been. So when putting all that together, that's how we make the final decision. So anytime you're considering an unsecured revenue based, cash flow based advance, so you'll hear the term loan, you'll hear the term advance, you'll hear the term MCA, merchant cash advance. Expect that the payments are going to be daily. Be surprised if they're weekly. So, and it does happen. So a weekly payment schedule will sometimes be completely unsecured, and it's going to be based on other factors. So revenue certainly, but business credit, credit score of the owner, time in business, frequency of deposit, and also where the revenue is coming from. So if we can monitor a merchant account, for example, and we can take a percentage of sales that come in through credit cards, that's more secure than not doing that. So there's a tendency for those deals to be weekly payments. So there you have it. Monthly, weekly, and daily. Expect, if you don't have real estate as collateral, so if it's not a real estate deal, you should almost take monthly off the table. Occasionally, and I never promise this because it's rare, you will see an unsecured deal that is a monthly payment. But everything has to fall into place. I would never expect that. So if it's unsecured, expect daily. Be surprised by weekly. If it's secured, I would expect monthly. There's certain types of deals that, because of risk, these are one-offs, where a real estate secured deal is not going to be a monthly payment. Don't want to get into that here. More often than not, though, you should reasonably expect the deal to be monthly. So there's that. How often should I expect to make payments on my loan? I gave you all those scenarios. So if you're looking for business funding for your business or for a client, you can visit us on our website, FundUuP.com. You go to the red box up at the top right corner. It says Get Pre-Qualified Now. That's how you start the process. And also keep your questions coming, because I enjoy answering those. I think it clears up a lot for the business community and for folks who are unsure about this whole industry and going online and working with people they don't know, working with people, it can be a scary process. It can be a daunting undertaking. But I'm here to help. We're here to help at FundUuP. So again, thanks for watching. David Wilson, Managing Principal of FundUuP. We help small, mid-sized businesses get funding when traditional bank financing is not available. Again, keep those questions coming. YouTube, LinkedIn. Probably not going to send a question in on YouTube, but we do have a YouTube channel. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and our website as well, and Instagram too. We're on Instagram at FundUuP. Me personally at All Things David Wilson. You can find me as well. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time on Ask the Funder.